Hi everybody, welcome to Retro Station 1989. I'm Commander Dan, the commander and lone inhabitant of the Retro Station. Well, that's not entirely true. Is it, Splat? Alright. There's also Cambot Jr., but he's working right now, filming me, so...
Looking good, Commander.
Yes, yes. Hi, Cambot Jr. Well, this is a pickups video. Sometimes we get sent things up here at the old Retro Station, and sometimes I go out and about and, well, visit different places and order things from online. Retro things. Things like, well, first, we got a gift. A mail-in gift, if you would believe it, from one of our faithful and loyal crew. That's right. A space pirate sent me this. No one ever has to send me anything. By the way, you don't have to. I appreciate it, though. Really touches my heart, and I am infinitely grateful that anyone would think to send me a gift. And thank you very much to Drake Red, a.k.a. Michael, one of my... he's one of the moderators on the chat. So, thank you so much, Michael. And what he sent me was very cool. As you may know, if you watched my Advent calendar video, I love the Gremlins, and he got me my favorite Gremlin. That's right. This guy. The Flashing Gremlin. The little perverted guy. I have a Christmas sweater with the Flashing Gremlin on it. That's how much I love the Gremlins, and in particular, Flashing Gremlin. I've also got a hoodie with the Gremlins on it, too. So, Michael, thank you so much. This will go in my collection. It will be a prized possession inside my Funko Pops collection, which I may show all of you one day. Maybe. But yeah, you don't have to send me anything. Please, don't feel obligated, even though I am up here all alone on the Retro Station. Anyway, moving on. Thank you again, Michael. We did have some great finds this week. Well, it was actually last weekend at the local yard sales and little rummage sales up here in the old, I mean in space. Space, where I went, because I'm in space. Space. Anyway, so yes, it is a tradition in the summertime where I live to go out to rummage sales and yard sales, and my wife managed to pick me up some great stuff. I will show you that now. Check this out. When I was a kid, they had these things called the Bookmobile, I think, or the Scholastic Readers Club. Anyway, it was something that came to school, and they just bring a bunch of books, and they gave you a sheet, and you put in your top 5 picks, and they walked you through the little book thing when it came back, and you picked out your books. This is the first book I ever picked when I was in 3rd grade, I think. First time they did it at my school. I'm trying to keep the reflection of it. It's the Star Wars storybook. It has pictures from the film and including scenes that weren't actually in the movie. The scene with Luke and Biggs meeting up and talking about joining the rebellion. Yeah, it's a great book. And I'll show you a couple pages here. But you didn't just get that for me. Now, this book isn't exactly rare or anything, but I never had this as a kid. I had all the storybooks. My copy, I actually had an extra, but I also had my copy, and I gave my extra to Shady J of the Game Chasers. I'll put the link to the video where they opened it down below. But I also sent him, I think, the extra Empire Strikes Back storybook that I had. But my wife also got me this one. The Star Wars question and answer book about space. And on page 18, since C-3PO answers all your questions, this is the greatest thing ever in the history of mankind. I'll put the page up here, but let me read to you from page 18. The question is, will the sun always shine? C-3PO, will the sun always shine? And he says, no, but it will probably shine for another 5 billion years. Scientists think that at the time the center of the sun will shrink and become hotter, it will start using up the gases it needs for making energy. Then the sun will get bigger. Earth will get hotter and hotter, and all life on our planet will die. When the sun has used up its fuel, it will shrink. After billions and billions of years, it will stop shining. In a book for 8-year-olds. Beautiful! This is why we're tough of my generation. You know that? They're telling us about the heat death of the universe at 8. Friendship is magic. Horse shit! Science is magic. C-3PO is magic. So there. I also got other gifts, things my brother got for me. I collect action figures of a certain kind. Wrestling action figures. Specifically, AEW wrestling action figures. So I'm a big dork in my olden age. But my brother got me 2 very, very cool action figures, which I opened because, of course I did, because I opened my ring as well. And I might wrestle the guys when you're not looking. You don't know. You're not here. What he got me was... Oh, well, I balanced his thing in his hand, but... Darby Allin. Look at that. Look at little Darby Allin. I'm gonna wrestle you. Coffin drop. Blah. Comes with a skateboard. It's cool. His hand is even shaped so he can carry the skateboard around, and he does pretty well. Actually, if you lock his thumb on it, see? I got my skateboard now. Oh no, my skateboard! Ah, coffin drop! And while I do love Darby Allin, he got me maybe my favorite toy I've ever received as an adult. This is Orange Cassidy, and he's amazing. Check him out. Right? Now check this out. One time he met Sting. One of my favorites. A-E-Dub. A-E-Dub. Tiny Orange Cassidy back to the table. Confirmed. We'll put him back over here. Now on to the thing you probably tuned into the video for. Video games. And I did get a couple good ones. I ordered online for a couple, and I found 2 at yard sales, which were pretty sweet. Let me go to the one that was on the title that you saw. Cool spot. Here's some gameplay footage. Yeah, this one came with the box and the game. This is I was commenting on a Cool Spot game for the Game Boy and the last License to Play about McKids, and so I found out that a Cool Spot game was made out of the McKids game for the Game Boy. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll do one on Cool Spot. I actually like that game. And since I'm doing Genesis games more, we'll try it. Keep an eye out. I'll stream some game while I'm gathering gameplay footage. I'll stream it. So yeah, pretty sweet. And it was, and we'll put a price comparison at the end too. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I think I paid retail for this one. Let's go to the next thing, which was it's a repro, not a repro. It's an OG copy that was 3D printed, but it's like of a game that wasn't released in the US. It's Spider-Man Lethal Foes. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you guys off. But I'll put some footage up here in the box art. Yeah, so I won't tell you much about it, only other than I'm going to be reviewing it, along with another game that I got for the Nintendo 64, Spider-Man, based on the comics by Neversoft. So, yeah, 2 games. You might have noticed a trend there, and maybe it has something to do with September. I'll let you figure it out. All right, moving on. Here's a game that I got at a yard sale, which was stickered at $5. $5 for Gun Valkyrie for the Xbox. Yeah, check it out here. Yeah, it's not a bad game. In fact, it's one of the release titles, if I'm not mistaken. It was like really early in the original Xbox's run of games. I'm a huge Xbox fan. If you've ever seen my game collection, you can see that I love the Xbox. It's near and dear to my heart. So Gun Valkyrie is like it's like a rail shooter, but also there's some platforming. It's kind of one of those hybrid games that Sega makes. That's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Sin and Punishment for the Nintendo 64. I think they released it also on the Wii. But yeah, you should check it out. I'll put a price comparison like I said at the end. And I'm just doing that so you guys can see what I've got for cheap when I find it. And if it's good, I'll let you know. And speaking of cheap, this is going to be the thing that I couldn't believe. I got this at a yard sale, and I'm just going to show you. Get ready. It is Donkey Kong Country 3. Do you want to know how much I paid for it? you read that? 50 cents. 50 cents. I got this, and I got Super Tennis, I think, and Rampart. Each were 50 cents. I'll put a price comparison at the end of the video, but I love this game. This is one of my favorite games. I love the Donkey Kong Country series. And if you do too, let me know down below. Maybe we'll do some playthroughs of the games. Maybe that will be something fun. And if you liked that idea, give it a comment down below. Now, the last thing on the list is just to let you guys know that we're going to do a contest. Well, not really a contest. I can't call it that because I'm not a part of the partnership YouTube thing because I don't have enough subscribers yet. But to draw up some interest, let me know down below what your summertime adventures in gaming have been and some things that you're most proud of. What's your greatest achievement so far this summer in video games? Call it our summer games. Be our video game Olympics. And if you tell me and I read it, and I'll read the winner on the air, on my show, we'll do it the next time that I do a pickups video. And when you have impressed me, or just I find that your story is most amusing, or whatever, I'll send this to you. Yeah, it's a little desk toy of Mario and Donkey Kong. This one is one that I bought a long time ago. It's a Walgreens exclusive toy, and I got one again for Christmas from my friend Laura who works at Walgreens. So, awesome. But yes, here's what the toy probably looks like out of the box. I'd leave it in. My display one is in the box too. So, tell me what you did this summer. What's your greatest gaming achievement so far for the summer games of the Retro Station? Tell me down below. And if you like what you saw today, and you like this kind of video, let me know. Say, hey, I'd like to see more pickup videos. Do that in the comments. Also, if you liked the video, thumbs up. And if you didn't, just keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to hear from you. You're a negative Nancy, and I don't like that. And I'll honestly put whatever you want down there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you hit the bell, you'll know when I put up new videos. There's a new series out there now. It's High Spots from a Mark's Life. First episode went up, and it was about how the time about... Hold on, my brain farted. It's about the time that I nearly convinced my brother that Ric Flair was his real dad. So, if you're interested in pro wrestling or funny wrestling stories, check that one out. And in the meantime, don't forget to stay retro. Peace.
Get upset on the internet. You're a salt adult. You're a salt adult. Get upset on the internet. You're a salt adult. Throwing out a hissy